Hello, leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome to the summer edition of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. The summer edition will be a combination of replays from the past year or two with a few new episodes every so often. These replays will be a great reminder of the tips and challenges from the past year or two, and will still be able to accomplish our primary goal for the show, and that is to equip team leaders on a daily basis to lead through the challenges you face every day. This show is brought to you by the Current Leadership Coaching Team, or the CLC Team, and we primarily work with leaders in the manufacturing industry who lead their own teams and are a part of a larger leadership team within an organization. These leaders can be at one site or at multi-sites. We work with these team leaders to get them all on the same leadership page with the same mindsets and attitudes and the same commitment levels to their team members and to the organization as a whole. For more info on how we can help you and your team, visit www.clcteam.com. Okay, let's talk about today's challenge or tip. Hey, hope you're doing great today. And today, I have a question for you. So, do you think you are a leader for the future? I mean, do you think you lead with the future in mind? Or are you leading for today and focused on today? Now, I must admit that I lead for today a lot of the time because I feel like a fireman, to tell you the truth. All I seem to do some days is put out fires, one after another that surround me. And, I get frustrated because at the end of the day, it seems like I haven't done anything. However, I do know how important it is to lead with the future in mind because we aren't staying in the present. We are constantly moving and changing and adapting to what's going on around us. Now, your leadership style does not necessarily have to change, but it may need a little tweaking if you are only leading for today. One way to know whether you're leading for the future is to ask yourself where your focus is. Is your main concern just making it through today? Or can you see where you and your team are going to end up and focus on that spot and beyond? Another way to figure this out is to check your words and thoughts. Are you thinking with a present mindset? Like when we get there, or when we finish this project or contract, we'll be in a lot better shape to do such and such. Or are your thoughts and words that of a future mindset, such as thinking and saying words as if you are already there, or as if you are already in better shape because you have already seen the future results of your current labor, and you have a clear picture of what your team's future looks like? Finally, and probably the best way of knowing if you are a leader for tomorrow, is to ask yourself what type of leaders you are seeking advice from. Are they the type of leaders that are focused on today and all the fires around them? Or are they focused on how they need to lead for the future because they have already accepted the success that is coming in the future? They clearly live out the long-term vision with their attitudes and mindsets and their leadership styles. Leaders that lead for the future see more and before their team members ever see anything. Now, according to my mentor, John C. Maxwell, he says that leaders see more and before their team members see it. And I think this is what applies to if you're leading for the future. You see, leaders who lead for the future, they see that future before it ever happens. So today's challenge is to ask yourself these questions I mentioned. And most importantly, ask yourself what kind of leaders you are seeking advice from and following, because ultimately, that's exactly how you're going to end up leading. Hey, being able to analyze yourself can be downright challenging at times. And many times, if we ask the people who are close to us, we may not get the difficult truth that we really need to hear. You see, our close friends don't want to jeopardize their relationships with us by telling them that we're weak in a certain area. This is yet another area that is great to discuss and see happen in a mastermind group, because everyone is in that group to help each other and to receive honest and constructive feedback, even the difficult feedback that's really hard to hear. Hey, that's it for today. But if you need further details on how the CLC team can work with you and other leaders within your organization, please check out our website at www.clcteam.com. We would love to connect with you and start building a better relationship. After all great leadership starts with relationships. Hey, have a great rest of your day. And until next time, run to your challenges.